We're back and we're into raid. A Skeletor chase. This thing is so depressing because the legendary is so bad. The Skeletor is so bad. There's just no point in using him. I haven't put him in the vault yet, but I need to. Let's just vault him. It's frustrating that I really wanted him to be good, and he's just not. What do we have here? Mistridor. These are a couple that I pulled earlier today. Was it Sylvan Watchers and Banner Lords? Sylvan Watchers and Banner Lords. Do I need Banner Lords? Nope. And Sylvan Watchers, I feel like I do. No. Yeah, I do. Nope, it's all thirds. You use Mistrider? I have him built. I just don't use him. Here. We'll just throw him in as empowerment. And then the other one can become food. What was the other one? Oh. Food. All right. We have so much shit going on right now. It is insanity as far as what all has to be done. Yuletide free offer. We have all these free offers that are popping up. It's another one. Is there any other free stuff right now? Energy boost? No, that hasn't popped up yet. Still sitting on He-Man. We've got Alter, nothing here that I'm really too excited about that we need. Still need to put back Immortals. When did we last have a sticker party? A long time ago. I think I turned off the meter. There's the meter. It's close. Alright, so Yuletide event. We're still grinding away on this. Is going to be a slow grind to get to Sir Nicholas. Artifact enhancement ends in 2 days. Plus we have snow points. We got to push it just through to the snow points now. Summon Rush. I need another 2,000 points and change to get to the snow points. We need to open some stuff there for Summon Rush. Champion training. Got a day left. Still have to finish that out. Dungeon Divers. Still have to finish. Jesus. And then coin. Okay, that'll be easy. Dragon tournament, 1 day, 10 hours left. I'm going to try to get top 10 for Dragon. Because I need a top 10 finish for Marius. That's where I'm stuck. Top 10 in tournament. To be able to move on to stage 3. So I'll push Dragon. And I'll also push the arena tournament, because if I don't get, I feel like arena, it's kind of hit and miss. I'll fix the stickers. I'm just behind. Yeah, I still need to do Dungeon Divers, so I'll keep grinding Dragon until it's gone. We have Chimera. I don't have to do anything in Chimera. There's no, like, quest for Chimera or anything at this point, so we're fine. Oh shit, you have... Use one Chimera key. We have to use a Chimera key. This is closed. Oh, it is open. Let's get this one out of the way. We'll at least do one. I need to take the area bonuses. You haven't seen the Chimera Key quest? Yeah, that means that... I mean, I guess it's a reason to... recently used
12 Kinsey says, does anyone even know what blue waffles means now?
It's been a while. I hope everybody knows what a blue waffle is. I'm glad I saved He-Man. I'm glad I didn't collect He-Man, because if we've got another fusion that's going to come right on top of this last fusion for Lady Noelle. ETS you haven't heard since 2022. They're there. Nobody uses them anymore.
555 Sami says Animal Sanctuary story reminder.
Okay. So on Halloween this year, my daughter turned 13. And every year on her birthday, we always pull her out of school. We go do something. We go somewhere or whatever. And she loves animals. So it's usually something animal related. My wife is constantly taking her somewhere for something, something animal related. And like they just went on a trip over the summer. They went to some animal sanctuary. They got to pet a kangaroo or something. I don't know what it was. So her birthday's coming, and the wife's trying to find her something. This didn't go well. The wife's trying to find her something to do. And it's like, what do we have around here? What's animal related? What can we do? Something, oh shit. That didn't work. Something that everybody can enjoy. So she starts doing research online. She's trying to find something close, something within, driving distance that looks like something that everybody would like. So she comes to me, she says, look, I found an animal sanctuary. It's like an hour and a half from the house. It's really cheap. And they do private tours. I'm like, okay, what do they have there? She says they've got, it's monkeys. I'm like, all right, so there's monkeys at this place? Like, what else? Like, besides monkeys, what else they got? She's like, no, it's just monkeys. It's like, all right, what kind of monkeys? She's like, I don't know, I gotta research a little bit more. So then like 2 weeks go by, I don't hear anything. And she comes back and she goes, there's various kinds of like little monkeys, and it's really cool that it's at this lady's house. I'm like, what do you mean it's at this lady's house? She's like, no, it's like at her house. It's an animal sanctuary at their home. And it's about an hour and 15 minutes from here. She goes, it looks really nice. It's a private tour. We get to go through it with just us. I'm like, is it in her house? She's like, no, it's behind her house. It's like, okay, we'll make a day out of it. We'll make a trip. So we drive up to this lady's house. And we're trying to get there, and I'm like, what does she have? Like, what kind of monkeys are these? And I can't remember now what they were. It's a type of monkey that you've heard of. Shit, I can't remember. Anyway, they're probably, it's a monkey. I mean, it's not some little itty bitty. It's not a chimpanzee, but it's a big ass monkey. Like, it's pretty scary. Okay, so we're driving through this really nice section of Western Columbus, and it's not howler monkey, and it's gibbons. They were gibbons and something else. There were two kinds. It was like gibbons and a bigger kind of monkey. I don't remember what the other one was. But anyway, we're driving through this like nice neighborhoods and everything's. I'm like, you sure there's an animal sanctuary out here? She's like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's coming right up. So we get to the address, and it's just this house. It's a pretty nice house. It's out like just outside of town. And I pull in the driveway. I'm like, are you sure this is where we're supposed to be? She's like, I think. So we start driving back, and there's this long driveway and a garage, and sounds like Mike Tyson. It gets worse. And there's a sign hanging over the garage. It's like a banner that you would get printed at Kinko's or whatever. It says something animal something sanctuary, and yeah, I was like, this has got to be it. This is it. So we just pull up. We're parked in this driveway at this house, and like, nobody's outside, nobody's coming around. I'm like, do you knock on the door? What do you do? So the wife calls her and says, hey, we're here. And she's like, oh, I'll be right out. Like, this is just really weird. Okay, it's just a garage. So this lady comes out. God, I lost again. Shit. Lady comes out, and she opens the garage door, and she's like, step in. It's pretty good, and come on in. And this lady's probably like, I would guess, mid-70s. And she says, okay, beyond here is the animal sanctuary. And we're just standing in her garage, and she's got a table set up there with a pile of like foam core boards that look like children's projects. And there's a door behind her with just locks and shit all down it. And they start looking around, and there's signs all in the garage that say, like, dangerous animals, and there's stuff there. It's just little things all over this garage wall, but you can't really see anything. And then I look over, and there's like a window in the back of the garage, and there's just this big ass monkey just standing there, like looking through the window. And I'm like, do you see this? Like, I'm talking, I'm like edging my daughter, like, look, and she's looking at it, and it's just staring at us. And it looks like turns around and looks, and it's just like this monkey's back up at this window. But in the window, there's like wire, it's like all that. And she says, well, the monkeys are in there. I don't know what that was. God, I have to look it up. I'll figure it out once we get through these live ones. And she starts talking to us. She goes, well, we're going to go through, there's a little bit of stuff that is, there's some educational stuff here that I'd like to show you. And it's very important to kind of understand what you're going to be seeing and what's going on. So she holds up this, like, it looks like something like a fifth grader would make. It's a board, like a foam core board, and on it says like the life of a gibbon, and it starts going through. I'm looking it up. I looked up what they have. They are white-handed gibbons are what they have at this place. And it's just like, it's not crayon, but it's like a step away from crayon about these monkeys. and she starts explaining how long you live with a monkey and how they're all going. It was an ass show. Yes, their asses are hanging out. They're monkeys. They're not wearing pants or diapers or anything. And she's explaining the monkeys and everything that goes into the monkeys. And then she's like, that we have volunteers that come down, and there's how many monkeys we have. And then she pulls out another board that explains all of the monkeys that she has. And she's going through this. Now, this whole time, we're just standing in this lady's garage. Her car's behind us, and there's just signs all over the wall. And I'm thinking, okay, let's go in and see the monkeys. This goes on for like 30 minutes of her showing us board after board and just telling us about monkeys like she's giving a 5th grade project. And I'm getting just incredibly bored. Like, this is awful. Just standing there, I'm like shifting from foot to foot. I keep looking at my phone, and she's like, there's only a couple more. It's just, I want to go through it, and I just need to explain some of this stuff to you. And my phone rings. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go take this. So it's my son calling, and I go outside of the garage, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, shit's awful. Like, I just, so I had to have a conversation with him. I come back in, and she's still rambling away. And then she says, and the monkeys, all of our gibbons are behind this door. And she starts to walk towards the door. Yes. Okay. It's finally we're going to start. And she goes over to the door, and she puts her hand on the door like she's going to open it. And she goes, first we need to talk about this. And she like steps back, and then she starts rambling on again and again and again. And she does this like 3 times. Like, she gets to the door like she's going to open it, and she won't. And you can tell everybody's just like, are you kidding me? Like, just open the damn door. Let us in to see these goddamn monkeys. This is what we're here for. Just do it. And then she goes, well, let me go get the keys. So she walks over to this cabinet. She gets the keys. And he comes back over to the door, and she goes to put the key in the door to unlock it. And she stops again and says, okay, if you look here on the wall, you'll see that these are our QR codes that you can go on and see and donate money to the sanctuary and do all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God. And everything that she kept telling us about, it was just like how long they live, and, the mothers and the fur and blah, blah, blah. So we're like 45 minutes to an hour in here, just standing in this lady's garage, and she still won't let us in to see the monkeys. She comes back over towards the table, and she says, well, I'll tell you about our monkeys. I'm like, oh my God. So now she's going to start explaining all these monkeys to us one by one. And my wife is like the sweetest woman on the planet. And she is the whole time. She's like, yes. Oh, yeah. She's trying to feign interest in everything because she's that kind of person where she's just nice, right? And I'm like, just show us the fucking monkeys. Like, I'm over this. I'm done. And I'm getting frustrated. This thing is taking so long. And then all of a sudden I hear her say, and she says, and the mom had the monkey, and she reached through the bars, and she grabbed a hold of her, and I was pulling on the monkey, and her hand came off. What? I'm like, I'm barely paying attention, and all of a sudden I hear her say, and her hand came off. I'm like, wait, what? The hand, like the monkey's hand came off? And she goes, well, it was a baby. So yeah, the baby's hand came off. What did you do? She's like, well, we went to the animal hospital, but they couldn't attach it. So there's one monkey in there that's like this. There's no hand on the monkey, but that's because it came off. I'm like, it doesn't just come off. And she goes, no, that sometimes some things happen, and, they're dangerous animals. That's why we tell you there are dangerous animals in there. And then I'm a little bit more interested. So then she starts talking. She says that when you first walk in, our first monkey is right in here, and her name is Susie or whatever. And she can get violent. She can get violent. And she doesn't like males. So we suggest you do not make eye contact with this monkey. So now I can't look at this monkey. She's like, oh, she gets very violent. I'm like, which monkey is it? She's like, when you first walk in, don't make eye contact with that monkey. So this thing was boring as shit and awful for like an hour. And then all of a sudden it took its turn and shit got crazy. Don't look in that monkey's eyes. Don't make eye contact with the monkey. And then she has like 12 of these things. There's like 12 monkeys. And she starts talking about other people and their monkeys. And she says they're very dangerous animals if you don't know how to keep track of them. And she goes, you do know about the chimpanzee that lady would feed beer and give it Xanax and it ripped another lady's face off. Yes, I know of that story. And she goes, oh, well, she slept with her monkeys. And she dead ass looks me straight in the face. And she goes, that is the line I draw. I do not sleep with my monkeys. How redneck was she? She wasn't. I mean, this was a nice ass house. Everything was nice. She seemed like well put together, other than the fact that she looked me like, I mean, when I say that, she looked me straight in the face and she goes, that's the line I do not cross. I do not sleep with my monkeys. So it gets worse. She keeps going on. She starts telling a story about somebody that worked there with her. And she said she gets volunteers from the Columbus Zoo that comes in and help her. And one of the people that came from the Columbus Zoo was getting too close to the monkeys. And she goes, and she bit her finger off. It, just took her finger right off. And you've got to, you got to stay away from the monkeys because they'll just, she was doing something, I don't know. And she pointed at her and she got too close and it just bit her finger off. Just bit it right off at the first knuckle. And we're like, what did you do? And she goes, well, nothing, because she ate the finger. We couldn't get the finger back. And she goes, all right, are you ready to go see the monkeys? Yes. And at this point, my wife's like, got my daughter like behind her, like, well, we didn't know like what we're expecting. I'm excited because this got really, really interesting. I'm like, which monkey am I not allowed to stare at? You know? So she goes over to this door. She finally unlocks this door. We've been there for like 90 minutes. She finally unlocks the door. And we walk into this room that is about 6 feet wide by 8 feet deep. And there's another locked door in front of us. And she says, this is where we'll stay. So that's it. All of this, like 90 minutes, you get to walk in, you stand in, you're in a little 6 by 8 foot cube surrounded in like fence and chain link. And then the monkeys are all out beyond this. And she just continues to tell her stories about these monkeys. That was the extent of it. That was as far as we got. That was as close as we got to the monkeys. And there was like 3 or 4 big open areas in front of us and like 2 beside us. There was all connected with. Now here's the thing. Now the lady was nuts, like hands down, just off her rocker crazy. But the construction of this sanctuary, the construction of this was as nice or nicer than anything that you would ever see at a zoo. Everything was concrete. Everything was like epoxy resin. So no matter what you're doing, like it's like easy cleanup and everything. Everything was like double cut with 4x4 blocks of wood. And then beyond the wood was, it's like 2x4 or 4x4s of wood with chain link in between. And then chain link on the outside. So it was like 3 layers of chain link and the monkeys could hang on it. So the monkeys, I mean, there was no penny saved for this internal building. For these, but there's like a dozen monkeys in this room that's like 30 feet by 60 feet. But we're only in this one little spot. And she continues to tell stories about the monkeys. And the more this lady talks, you've heard of, yes, I know who David Attenborough is. So the more this lady talks, the louder the monkeys start talking. And there's one that's like right next to us that I can't do it. I can't give it justice what this thing did, but it started to whoop that sounded exactly like a fire truck. And the louder she talked, the louder this thing would get. And it was like, whoop, and it sounded like a goddamn siren. And to the point where we're covering our ears, and my daughter's laughing, I'm laughing, and she finally stops and she turns to the monkey and she's like, do you want me to be quiet? And the monkey's like, whoop, 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 whoop. And then it just got quiet. And then as soon as she would start talking again, this thing would start screaming. I was cracking up laughing, but the stories kept going on and on about these monkeys. And then she's like, well, the rest of them are around the back outside. And so she takes us through this door and it opens up to the back end of this building. And she had an entire a whole thing outside that was like an external structure for these monkeys. It was like 3 stories high that had was like a silo. It was exactly what you would see if you went to any nice zoo. It was a massive monkey habitat all at their house just outside of town. And she kept telling us the stories about this stuff, and she's like, they got one monkey. They had always wanted one. Her and her husband got one monkey, and they just definitely wanted more, and they just kept getting more. Yeah, they were all taken care of. She had them for like, some of the monkeys were like 25 years old. And the quality of everything that they had was awesome. But she was nuts. And at one point she talked about, like, she had like scratches and scars and shit all over her arms. And she's explaining, like, sometimes they can get, they get excited and, you can't get after them. You just ignore them. That hurts their feelings more than anything. And her husband had died a while back, so she was all by herself. And she says, like, my daughters, her daughters were like 30, 35 years old. And they're like, oh, they keep telling me, Mom, these monkeys are going to kill you one day. We're just going to show up and you're going to be dead because the monkey ate you. She's like, well, if they do, I went out doing what I love. I thought it was hilarious. But then she's like, well, I'm going to go ahead and we'll show you. She's going to feed them. So she has like dates and like a little prune fruit looking thing. And she goes to the edge of this, like, one of the big outdoor things, and she's like, come here, and she's got dates, and they've got their arms are like 3-4 foot long. This monkey comes over and its arm comes through the cage to take the date, and she goes to hand it to it, and the monkey like goes for the date and stops, and it just bitch slaps her upside the head and then runs away. And it's like scratches her face and shit. And at this point, I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. We're going to see this lady get killed by her monkeys right here. But I think, like, sometimes when you go to these animal sanctuaries, they charge anywhere from like $50 a person to $100 a person to get up close with the monkeys or the animals or kangaroos or whatever you're going to see at these sanctuaries. This one was like, it was like $15 a person, $10 a person or something stupid. It wasn't like the amount of money that she was asking for was ridiculous. And then we get done with all this and she says, she goes, would you like a shirt or a cup? To my daughter. And she's like, a what? And she goes, well, it's your birthday, so we've got like promotional items. We tried to pay her for it. She wouldn't even let us pay her for it. But yeah, she ended up giving my daughter this really cool cup, like a mug, like a printed mug that had a picture of all the gibbons on it and everything. You don't know the story of the woman who slept with the monkey? I should have blocked Marius. Oh, I should have if I didn't go first. I'm paying about as much attention to this as I am anything. I didn't even see Marius on there. This one's... Where is Marius? Which one is Marius? All right, we'll let it go. So anyway, we end up leaving there. It was actually a really cool experience. It was awful. The first 2 hours was awful, but the lady was nuts, and it was worth going just for that reason alone, just how crazy she was. So we leave there, we go, and we drove into Columbus to get some dinner we went to an Italian restaurant. We walk in, we sit down. It's like 2 p.m. at this point, and we're still talking about it. And the waiter comes over and he's like, "Oh, did you go to the sanctuary?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "That lady's nuts." Yeah, she's certifiable. Like, she's crazy. It's just funny because it was everything that we had said was completely reiterated by the waiter at our restaurant, which is funny. She was crazy. It was a fun experience, though. So anyway, in Ohio, this has been a long time ago. It happened up northern Ohio, I think Cleveland area. This lady had a chimpanzee. Lady has a chimpanzee. It's the reason I know this story right off the bat. I never forget it. The name of the chimp, Travis. So Travis the chimpanzee lives with her, and she lives with Travis the chimp, and apparently the chimp drank beer, and she taught it how to drive a car. Like, there's just some crazy shit that went on with this chimpanzee. It was old. Like, if you see pictures of this chimpanzee, if you've ever seen Planet of the Apes, you know the bad ape that picks on Caesar, that ends up becoming like his general. He's like the bad ape at the sanctuary. He's always fighting with him and stuff. He's like all scarred and shit. That's what this chimpanzee looks like. It looks scary as shit to begin with. So anyway, this lady has this chimp. Chimp's old. Chimp's like 25 years old. It's old as shit. And it just lives with her. And she had admitted, like, after all this happened, she admitted to, like, she was giving it alcohol. She said it would get violent sometimes, so she had it. She was giving it her prescription Xanax. There was just a lot of, like, shady shit going on with this chimp. So she has a friend over. A friend comes over to eat with her. And who the hell am I getting rid of? Do I get rid of... We just do the mythical? Okay, we're gonna get rid of Yumeko just because. Shit. So she has some lady over with her, and they're like sitting around. Well, all of a sudden the chimp comes out, and it, for whatever reason, it went ape shit. It went chimp shit on these two women, and it doesn't kill her, but it rips her face off. Like, that's what it does. It straight up rips this lady's face off. There's like documentaries about it. Here you go. This is that's the Wikipedia article on Travis the chimp. She didn't know the chimp, but she was talking about this, like, the people who own these monkeys, or it's a small community, and they were aware of her at the time when all this stuff was going on, and she's like, she told people that she slept with the monkey. Like, it's just crazy shit that was coming out of this. But she was telling us about this story. I knew about it. Yeah, I mean, there's documentaries about it. There's like TV shows and shit about Travis the chimp. Shit's crazy. But there was the lady that lost her face. Like, she's still alive. They did all kinds of reconstructive surgery, but when they show her, she looks like the goddamn Elephant Man. Its name was Travis. It's Travis the chimp. And it was Connecticut. I thought it was Ohio. It was in Connecticut. On February 16th, 2009, Travis attacked and mauled Sandra's 55-year-old friend, Charla Nash, inflicting devastating injuries to her face and limbs. Travis had taken Sandra's car's keys and left the house with them. Sandra asked Charla to help get them back inside. Although she had a different hairstyle, Sandra attempted to stop him by beating him on the head with a shovel and stabbing him in the back with a butcher knife. Jesus. Sandra had previously given Travis tea, which she had laced with Xanax. He was also on medications for Lyme disease. Yeah, it's an awful, awful story. There's like documentaries about it and shit. Yeah, it was nuts. But when you see the pictures of her friend after, like when they show the footage of what he looks like or what she looks like after the attack, like he just destroyed her. But no, she brought that all up right before we take our 13-year-old daughter in to see the monkeys. But at this point, I thought we were going to go in and they were going to like get to hold the monkeys or do stuff with the monkeys. But then as she kept talking about how the monkeys rip people's faces off. Oh, are you talking about the TikTok squirrel? Yeah. All right, we're opening 2. We got silver chest. Nice. I don't even know. We don't really need any of this stuff. I've got 2 full sets. Another live arena. Good. All right. That is done. Live arena battle. Here's what it is. I want for Chimera what did the squirrel do? It bit one of the animal control guys and they euthanized it, testing it for rabies. Like when they test an animal for rabies, they kill the animal in the process. That's why it got killed. What did the squirrel do wrong? It was other than biting somebody, it was you're not allowed to own a wild animal, and wherever this happened in New York. And someone complained and called animal control. It was like a domesticated squirrel that had its own TikTok channel. Yeah, it became a big thing during the election. It was really weird. It was all these Trump fanatics were like, in New York they kill squirrels. Like, dude, you guys are so obsessed with people eating cats and dogs and killing squirrels. All right, so clan bosses, Chimera, where are we at? Brutal. Brutal is unlocked. 36 mil is 1 key brutal. How many keys did it take? Just all the counts are taking this stuff out. So brutal, 508 million for brutal to kill it off. Dumpster. That was the Trump squirrel thing. Yes. right, so 508 to kill off Brutal. 1.2 billion to kill off Nightmare. Okay, so the thing for Chimera is you need several DPS, you need several damage dealers, or at least one really strong damage dealer, and you need support champs. So the team that I was testing earlier for this was... That isn't the main team. It was this one. Okay, so I've got Lady Makaj and Ninja, which... This monkey shit is so weird. So Lady Makaj is awesome because she has the... See, where is it? Okay, so her Imperial Decree, increase attack, increase crit damage, and then on all allies for 2 turns, then they all team up. It's ally attack for default skill, but then her A1 has attacks one enemy with random ally from the Shadowkin. So if you pair her up with a DPS from Shadowkin, which is why I've got Ninja in there, it's a double hit every time she goes, if she's fast enough. You need a reviver. You need someone to keep everybody in the fight who can stay alive through the ram, because the ram, all of that crap, it's his reflect damage kills everybody. So for this team, I've basically got Ninja and Nut doing damage. Lydia's in there for decreased defense and weaken, but she lays down so much damage. I don't know if it's her poison sensitivity or what it is on Lydia, but she puts in a decent amount of damage on herself, like 20 million on card out of just hers. Team has Python to revive Acrizia and Nut. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so the thing is you need support champs in this team that if you can get anybody in a full 9-piece protection set, then they can put protected buffs that won't be stolen. It gives you a chance to keep everybody in. Duchess with Sulfurion. I tried Duchess, or Sulfurion doesn't stay alive long enough. So here's the thing. I'm looking to see who I have. Who can I put a full protection set on? Like, who do I have? I don't have anybody in a full protection set. So let's go here. Let's look for... We'll do equipped. Oh shit, I have to do protection. So I could put Lady Makaj in a full protection set. Rio Bone Spear. I don't want to mess her up because I've got Bone Spear in another team. Barbarians. I've got a full Barbarian set. Who from Barbarians could I use? What Barbarian? What support Barbarian could we put in a full protection set? It's going to benefit me. Skill of the Drakes. Stun. She does ally protect is the only thing. What about Rio Bone Spear? Already got her in. See, it's all that. Lydia in protection. I don't know if I have Dark Elves. I don't know if I have Dark Elves protection. Oh, I do. I'd have to pull. I have an accuracy. Crit damage. Attack. I have her in a Revenge Ring right now. Here wise, let's see. I need her at 261. I wouldn't want to change her speed. She's just not laying down very many. She's not buffing anybody. Strength and increased speed. That's it. What about... I've got Stag Knight and Full Feral. I'm trying to think of somebody that I could put... I don't have Duchess in any teams. She's bringing shields, block debuffs... Hanorak, I could do... I don't have Hint of Hanorak in any teams either. She's bringing continuous heals. Duchess would be... Stone Skin. Do I have? I don't. Oh no, wait, I do have a full protection set. Attack, crit damage, and resistance. That's it. Resistance, defense, HP. Well, I'm trying to get as many protective buffs on. I'm looking at Duchess thinking, look at all the buffs she's bringing. She's bringing shield on her A1. Her A2, block debuffs, increase attack, perfect veil. Veil, continuous heal. And they would all be protected? If I can put her in a 9-piece set, I would like to try her in protection just to see what the difference is. We have the artifact enhancement event going on right now. Let's build some stuff. Okay, so we've got bolster. This is her existing set. Let's do... What one is this? This is the bolster. No, she's got shields. She doesn't have bolster. She's in shields. Oh, she's in shield. Okay, so the bolster one's dead. That stuff's all been moved around anyway. Okay. Let's... Where are we at here? So 239 speed. 79,000. HP 3400 defense. Okay, let's put her in a full protection set and we'll see the difference. Let's do, I don't want to waste a bunch of money. Do one of these that are about to 49 days, 3 hours. Do I have a 1 hour? 53 days, 1 hour. Okay. Duchess. Protection. She's getting. Crit damage. And resistance. Crit damage doesn't really help me in here, but we're just gonna max all this up. The trials are the hard part. The trials are where your bigger numbers come from. If you can get the multiplier up to like 4 or 5. All right, so she's in protection here. We need speed. Do we have, oh, we do have double roll speed here. Let's see. 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a little bit of enhancement here. I want numbers to see where we're at compared to the other kit. Why is this running so slow? I want to see, we need defense. We need a ton of HP. She's not debuffing, so accuracy really isn't that necessary. Okay, so they're bumped. I want protection. All right, let's do equipped. Okay, 77, I need HP, defense, HP attack, crit rate. Double speed. Speed and resistance. I would like to get as much resistance on here as I can. Here's a double roll for resistance already. With resistance and HP. Alright, this one's coming in. Helmet. Crit damage. I want speed. Defense, speed and crit rate. Accuracy, defense. No double roll on speed. Accuracy, HP, attack, speed and crit rate. Speed, defense, flat roll. Crit rate. Do I have any mythical with... There's defense, percentage, and speed. This one's coming in. I'm not even worrying about the roll. Going to lose your lights. That sucks. shield. Crit damage, crit rate, accuracy, speed. Crit rate, double speed. I might steal that off of HYDRA. Speed, HP, crit rate, crit damage. Actually, this one. Let's do a 12 roll and see what we get. Damn. Crit rate, speed, crit damage. I can get a double roll in speed for something. Oh. Damn. Not even a single roll on speed. There's a single. And accuracy. I want HP or defense here with the speed. There. This one. Give me a double roll on speed. Single roll. Double. I'll take that. 10. HP and defense. We'll throw this one in. And crit damage. HP percentage. We'll keep the HP gloves. I need HP and resistance. HYDRA. 12. That's another drop in speed. Do I have a better set? Defense. Do I have another 8? Is there another HP set with speed? No. Okay, let's steal HYDRA's. Concerned about the speed here. I'm already dropping speed. What do we have? Attack? I don't need attack on... I want defense. There's defense with a double roll of speed. HYDRA, you're taking a hit. No, I do not have gold yet for Tag Team Arena. Alright, I need a speed set of boots. Here's speed with HP percentage. Speed, defense, crit rate. Defense HP with crit rate. Defense attack. Resistance. HP. Speed with HP, crit rate, accuracy. Let's see what we get. We'll do a 12 roll. HP, defense. Okay. Speed. HP. Do we have another speed here? Let's do ascend. See what we get out of it. HP percentage. So 33. Get a better roll out of here because of the HP percentage. You could rework this and try for HP percentage. Let's keep this one. All right, so let's compare it. Speed's much faster. We really bumped the speed. Alright, so if we do, let's save this as a champion. Okay, compared to the shield, we lost 8,000, well, 7,000 in HP. We lost a bunch of attack. We gained a bunch of defense. We gained speed. Resistance went down. Accuracy went down. That's actually not that bad. Let's ascend everything. Oh shit, we haven't even upgraded this stuff. Some of these are still sitting. Oh, we're good. Kenzie, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all of your help. All the sightseeing pics, I can do that. All right, we're doing good here on numbers. Give me a 3. 4. At least a 2. Good. And we'll ascend. Attack, it doesn't help. These numbers are going to be pretty good. Good night, Kenzie. Thank you. Plus, we're getting more speed out of this. She's going to be so goddamn fast. This could help for arena, too. Speed. At least a 2. 4. Damn. HP. I want at least a 2 for speed. Okay, 3. Resistance. This will be a good comparison to where we were. I think our numbers are going to be better off than what I had before, too. I was concerned that we we're going to lose a bunch. I feel like we're gaining here. For boobs. I'm streaming. Yeah, I am. All right, where is this? Oh, I need to ascend this. HP percentage, that helps. These numbers look good. Need to stop distracting me. We can't ascend these because I haven't done Phantom Shogun. Oh, I didn't do this one. Ascend. All right, now let's check this compared to what we had. 2 shield. Try on. All right. HP went up. Attack went down. Defense went way up. Speed went way up. Crit rate went up. Resistance stayed the same. Accuracy dropped. That is fan-frickin-tastic. Alright, so there is full protection. Play more for intimidating presence for Armands. I think I have my Armands in intimidating presence. I think. Where's he at? For a 5-star? Yeah, I have him in intimidating presence. You gain more out of that intimidating presence. It weakens your enemy's aura for arena and strengthens yours by 15. Alright, so Duchess is now cranked. Yes. And I have room to grow with her because of all the gear, the ascending of the gear. And this is better than the shield. The only thing I started thinking about is she in my Demon Lord teams? So there, that one's done. That one's done. Brutal. So she's not in this one. 3 Demon Lord teams. She is not in the Void, and she is not in Force Magic, so she's okay. I got scared because she was in a shield set. I thought, do I have her in? Damn. Okay. So that should help on Chimera. That should really help on Chimera. For Brutal. With this build. So the trials here, this is what's important. Damage to Chimera where it's under a fear or true fear. Do I have fear or true fear? Does she bring fear or true fear? Yes, she has fear on her A1, so that trial's covered. Damage Chimera on all 5 of its turns in this form using skills that scale based on enemy max HP as well as Poison Smite. I've got both Nut and Ninja in there, so we're fine. Trials 2. This is just Ram form. Place 5 unique debuffs on the Chimera within 5 of its turns while your champions are under increased accuracy. I'm 99% sure there's no increased accuracy in here. I don't know who I have that has increased accuracy. Besides like Stag Knight. Oh, Lady Makaj? She does? But is it in her A... Wait. I think that is in her alternate form. Yeah, so I did have that covered with Lady Makaj, second form. Damage the Chimera while it is under a weaken, that's fine. And your champions are under increased crit rates or increased crit damage. I think I've got that covered. Increased crit rate or crit damage. I've got somebody that's doing that. Damage the Chimera with a single skill while it is under weaken and decreased defense. That's easy. With Lydia. Alright, we're good here for all this stuff so far. Trials 3. Damage the Chimera within 3 of its turns while it is under a decreased defense buff and your champions are under perfect veil buffs. Okay. Place 5 unique debuffs on the Chimera and 5 unique buffs on your champions within 3 of the Chimera's turns. What is this? Still on Ram? I feel like we should block damage using block damage or unkillable. I do not have that. There's no block damage or unkillable. Oh, no, wait. There might be. Does... No, that's Uko. I don't think Ninja doesn't have Unkillable. I just had him in the Unkillable gear set, whatever that is. Yeah, there's no Unkillable. Can't do them all. Alright, so let's just see what this does with the protection set on. Oh, that's so nice. So where is it? Okay, so right here we look. So let's turn auto off. Okay, so on the ultimate form, so we don't have any trials for the ultimate form, right? The ultimate form doesn't have any trials? Oh no, wait, he does. Or Unkillable, ignore block defense. So there are no trials for the ultimate form. No trials on the ultimate. So if we go to Ram form first, which I think is what happens. Damage requirements, fear. We need fear, increase accuracy, decrease defense, and perfect veil. Fear, increase accuracy, decrease defense, and perfect veil. So we'll let this switch over. What are you doing? She's doing a scavenger hunt? All right. See, it's, you can pretty much, yeah, but you get much more points. Every trial that you complete bumps the multiplier. See what kind of help this protection does. Three turns. Is he gonna transform? Transform. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. Here we go. What do we have? So I need fear, true fear. So we've got our buffs on. Let's see, we were loaded. HP burn. Oh, we want decreased defense. See if we can get it to land. No. Everything's blocked. Decreased defense. Damn. Continuous fail. Just, where's Lady Makash? Stick. Everything's resisted. I don't have enough accuracy here. There's decreased defense. And fear. Damn. We need to stick. Decrease defense. There's weaken and decrease attack. When did Lady Makaj die? Make Duchess the lowest. All right, so we got damn. Okay, so this is ultimate form, doesn't matter. The multiplier is going to be tough. See, I had no problem getting all these trials done on the lowest tier. Now that we're at brutal, it's a lot more difficult. One King Brutal, I don't think is going to be... I don't think One King Brutal is going to be difficult. I think what's going to be difficult is... what's going to be difficult is the killing it off. Okay. So which one are we in now? Lion form. Damage to Chimera Wood is under 4 or more debuffs and your champions are under increased defense. 3 turns while your champions are under 5 unique buffs. Damage to Chimera Wallet is under a leech debuff. I don't have a leech. I do not have a leech. So we're going to be able to get one trial out of this. But I think I need... Let's put her in. Let's see if we can't get increase accuracy on. Else. So we need 800,000. Decrease defense. Increase defense. Do I not have increased defense on? I thought somebody brought increased defense. Increased defense? I swear to God I had increased defense on somebody. Is that enough for the trial? How close are we? Five unique buffs. Apparently it doesn't count unless I've got it under 5 unique buffs. And we missed the 3 turns. This is... We're just going to run auto and see what happens. If we can get any trials automatically. This shit is crazy. One keying this is not going to be a problem for brutal. It's going to get tougher as it goes higher. And the number should increase as we continue to roll just because of the escalation for like Ninja. Got speed on here. I wonder if I need to switch to the other team that throws that puts Lady Macaj in the lead with her aura. Rio instead of Lydia might be worth it for the trials. Let's put Rio brings, what's her aura? What is it? Faction. No. Okay, we're gonna put Lady Macaj in, Rio, Duchess, and Nut. No team setup. We won't do anything special. I just want to see what this looks like on auto. Numbers wise, this looks much better. We need Lady Macaj crit damage to be higher than Duchess. I feel like it should be higher than Duchess. So she doesn't become the dual target? Is that what we're trying to do? The accuracy increase made a difference. Yeah, Lady Macaj goes down really fast. Okay. Can we get should have brought her back there. I wasn't paying attention. I have the revive, yes. But I'm too lazy to use it. Okay. Switch. And then give me increased accuracy. Place 5 unique debuffs on Chimera. That do it? There, that did it. Okay, so there's that one done. Damage the Chimera with... We need fear or true fear. Not gonna happen. Made a big difference though. Just that one trial, now it's at 5.4. The increased accuracy does make a big difference, putting Lady Makash in the lead. Okay, we'll see if we can get through. Oh, that's right. We took Lydia out, so we don't have any fear. I forgot we pulled her. What do we need? Increased defense within 3 turns. 5 unique buffs. Just gonna let it auto and see what we can do. Nut had 5 unique buffs. And he just went in with Blessed Bash and I didn't get credit for it. She's still in spider form. Forgot. It's 360 of 800. No leech. No increased defense. There, we got it. Do have increased defense. We're up to 5.8 multiplier. All right, I'm gonna end it here. I can hear them banging around. They're getting ready for food. I'm starved. All right, I can't wait for Chimera. Once we unlock Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare, it's gonna be a battle to get good numbers. I think if you have specific champions in your team, you're in good shape. But short of having the specific ones that you need, I think protection does make a big difference. I would like to put Rio in protection, but I don't think I can. I don't want to damage her because she's in a couple of other pre-builds. I don't mess that up. So we'll have to pay attention to it. Maybe. Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate you guys hanging out. And yeah, as always, as long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos. And I'll see you hopefully again over the weekend.